my friend.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How's everything?
I'm doing splendid.
Yeah.
3 months we've been working together. Explain me the situation. What was this woman like?
So I was with her for 2 years. During those 2 years, everything seemed cool. I thought this was going to be like, the woman for me. Everything was fine. She goes on a trip, comes back. Everything still seemed fine. And then she wanted to have a conversation when she wanted to talk. She listed out all those problems. She was saying that I wasn't in my masculine energy. She felt that I wasn't paying her enough attention. I told her, like, listen, I didn't know these were issues. Like, let me give me a chance, like, to work on them. She took a week or so to think about everything. And then she came to the choice, like, no. I obviously was a shock. I was not expecting that. I was going through my own things at the same time, so I didn't expect any of this. So obviously it hit me really, really hard. We end up going back and forth for a couple of weeks where she's like, oh, I just need time to think and this and this and this. So then we don't talk for 3 months. During those 3 months, I actually reached out to Rafa, did a lot of work with him, a lot of really like deep diving, really thinking about everything.
What were your results like precisely?
I was able to reconnect with her, but I think more importantly, I was able to realize who I am as a person and what I actually want in life.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, I'm very happy to be at this point now because for a long time, I just felt like I was lost. I didn't really know which way to go, but now I finally have a clear direction. It feels good. Like words honestly can't describe where I'm at in life right now in terms of like my mental state. Because it applies to everything in life right now. I was just a lot more confident after everything and just very sure of myself. At the time, there were just too many emotions going on for myself, too many different things, too many different thoughts. Like it's hard to be logical in that time, but having you there, you always provided me the right facts at the right time. Very, very key.
How was it for you? Like, how were you before coming to me and talk to me on a frequent basis?
Before talking to you, I was lost. Like I didn't really know what to expect out of the whole situation. Like it was very confusing, very sudden. I wasn't really sure how to kind of go about everything. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know how to communicate with anybody. But then after talking to you, I kind of grounded myself and really kind of got in tune more with myself and who I am as a man and as a human being more so.
I remember we were strategizing over your plan to execute, schedule everything out, social media campaigns, what to do, what to write. Do actually write something, now get the clean slate, right?
Yep. Doing all of that, I think it was the social media post for sure, just getting her to look. Once I got there and she saw all the changes I had made in person, I could tell the immediate like sense of regret immediately from her eyes. And the immediate shift, actually, even when she did reach out during those 3 months, the way you actually told me to communicate actually helped. It didn't make me seem too like needy or too forward or anything.
So you kept the upper hand and you also felt it.
Yeah. And then I saw it in person. I'm like, yeah, everything he said worked.
So me stepping in as your coach, how was it for you then? How was it then if I say some harsh truth?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was much needed though. We had a lot of conversations where you were just really honest. And I think in that moment, that's what anyone would need to hear, the honest truth. Because you could have been like, oh yeah, it's fine, everything will be okay. But you broke it down. Said honestly, she probably just lost attraction for you. In that situation, that's super hard to hear, but that was the truth.
Would you say along the process, the strategy has worked to regain your attraction and to be favored?
100%. 100%. It definitely worked. Definitely reconnected and everything. So every single thing that you showed me got me to that point. And then I realized once I got to that point, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. It got to a point where I realized I'm like, this isn't the type of person I would want to be with. I outgrew that situation because it felt like she was stuck in that one place.
Right.
In those 3 months where I was working on myself.
How do you feel about this now?
I definitely think it was a very necessary thing for me to go through, just to open my eyes in a way to how the world actually works. Because I think going into this, I was too naive. It definitely showed me the harsh reality that not everyone's going to have the best intentions for you, no matter how you feel about them. But I learned a lot of things about myself and how I want to maneuver and how I want to be as a man going forward and what I want from life. So definitely very grateful.
What do you think was my biggest contribution?
We always spoke about keeping a masculine frame and just remembering who I am as a person. I think that was the biggest point because I throughout all of this, it's very easy to get lost in comparisons or wondering, oh, why am I not good enough? Why is this? Why is that? But just to always remember who I am as a person really helped me push forward and like realize what I want in life. Probably one of the best decisions I could have made, especially at that time, because it could have been very easy to go down the wrong path when you're kind of lost like that, falling into drinking, going out, doing things that aren't good for me, but definitely was a great choice. It's definitely good to have strong guidance in that sense so you don't get kind of too lost in your own emotions. And it's also good to have someone who's been through a similar experience and is able to offer you sound advice that's coming from a good place.
Would you say we have done a good job for you to change?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I feel like I'm night and day from where I started to where I am now.